So welcome back to, let's get the cursor off the screen. Welcome back to, Let's Play Bruno Mario, Episode 2. We're going to be doing Lively Water. Now, I don't know if you noticed before in the last episode, but this is actually a red dot, so that means there's two exits. I know where both exits are, but I won't be doing the second exit until after, I've beaten all the castles and everything. Mainly because from what I can tell, you get stuck in a new set of much harder levels, and honestly, we'd probably be there all day, like forever, like 28 hours of playing still there if I went and tried to do the Star World now, because it's basically the first entrance to the Star World in this hack. I really like how the hack really encompasses the spirit of the original Super Mario World while keeping its own identity and drawing from various other things, which you'll see a bit more of in greater detail after. I want to keep Yoshi. There we go. Now, there's a piece which is a bit ahead, but I don't know if this was a glitch or intentional. You can just go through here, and yeah, that's that. So far, all the music seems to just be from the original game. I could be wrong, though, because honestly, it's been forever since I played the original Super Mario World, so I might be remembering some of the songs wrong. Anyway, just controlling this with the D-pad, as you all know. I honestly only recently learned that's how you did that. I always thought it was just seemingly random. But no, yeah, I really don't know what to talk about, because these first couple levels are honestly really easy. It's kind of embarrassing that I've already died twice, but the game's so far been pretty nice on lives, and it has a lot of really creative things. Whoever originally made it is awesome, and the person who translated it to English, equally awesome, because there's so far been just a couple translations that I've had to do, but I'm really glad to have experienced that little bit of strange Japanese humor. So, fourth dragon coin. Looks like we're about to hit 15 lives. Or not. Okay, now I'm going to explain how... Okay, I'm going to go for the end tape, but... if I keep going, this is actually the exit to further along. So that's where the secret exit is. If you want to play along and you want to explore the Star World on your own now, that's how you can unlock it. Just keep going, but I won't be showing you how to do that till later. So there we go. Got 29 on that tape. So we're doing pretty good. 4 minutes in this episode now. So far there's been a few water levels, and water levels are always so much slower. Now, this level, I forgot to read the name, it's called Invisible Barrier. I wonder why, or Invincible Barrier, I'm sorry. Wonder why that is. So, you know, doing the level like normal. Ooh, more words that I can read. Leaf Shield! Press R to create a barrier of leaves. Press R again to fire the barrier. Woodman. No. Oh my goodness. This is just freaking amazing. Okay, well, I already knew this, because, like I said, I was testing out the game to see whether or not it was playable, and so far it seems playable. I'm just kind of sucking out of my test recording. So from here on, pretty soon, everything's going to be pretty much blind, so I'm going to start failing a lot more. But there's really no reason to shoot this, because once you have it, you can just go on and on. Yep, there are more Yoshis throughout. I always miss that. I wonder if I can get that. The only reason I can think to shoot is if you want to get that blue shell, which I always forget is there. Yeah, darn. Tried to sacrifice Yoshi. Should have went to the blue pipe, not the yellow. Oh well. So far the game's been really fair with items, and also we've got that. There we go. And we have... I don't know. Like, I've messed around with Lunar Magic. I did not know doing something like adding Woodman's Leaf Shield was possible in this game. And it's freaking awesome. It just makes you feel so empowered, and despite the enemies, the entire level becomes a platforming challenge, and seeing if you can adjust your mind to being pretty much invincible. Let's get Yoshi back. Maybe. Or, that's not till the next block. I'm being derp. I am the derp, don't mind me. But it's so satisfying having this invincible barrier and just killing all these enemies. Okay, here's Yoshi. Now, it's what I'm always... Super failure. There you go. Get the wings, because I have actually not yet seen if there's any purpose to have flight at this point in the game. See if it just breaks it. You have major slowdown when you're flying, and those are on the screen. You can go over that end gate, and it doesn't do anything. Oh well, now we know, and the more you know, knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. So yeah, there's another level down. So we're doing all right. I'm just having derpy fail moments. So let me to Hermits Castle. There's actually 2 exits to this place, which is pretty cool, and I like how it's done. Have to leave Yoshi at the door. Now, these guys are I don't know if he uses them at all the castles, but it's kind of nice to see already so much variety in enemy placement. And the castle starts off pretty slow paced, because it's right here feels like you're just kind of starting to enter, because you still have the outdoors background there. And then you come inside and the lights are off, which I thought was really cool. Now, I don't know if I was not supposed to realize this until I turned the lights on, but as I was going along, I first time noticed that fire flower, which is not what I'm talking about. Oh, I missed it that time. Okay, if we go back, here, on top of the fire flower, there's a pipe. Now, through that pipe is a key! And a keyhole! Let's go out! So that actually unlocks the Blue Switch Palace, which we'll do now. This is pretty cool. Like, I always thought Switch Palaces were kind of, all of them start with like a little puzzle in Super Mario World. Most of them are for lives, but in this case, well, I guess this is for lives too, in a way. To get through, you have to hit these buttons in certain orders, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It took me a couple minutes because I was trying to do a way to, like, jump and stuff. I didn't have Yoshi at the time, so I couldn't just, like, sacrifice jump. But if I had Yoshi, it would have been a lot easier, and I would have went here and, oh, hey, free, turn those off, you know. But anyway, that's that. So we already had 18 lives, so we're doing good even though we're dying every so often. The game's pretty fair, which is what I like in a Romhack, honestly. So there we go, we got the power of the blue switch. We have pushed, and blue outlines will turn into blue exclamations. Progress will be saved. I really don't know where that voice came from, but it was fun, so let's save. The only way you can go is down from there, so we still have a castle to beat. So, abandoning Yoshi at the door again, spin jumping off its back, and re-exploring the castle. Earlier, these guys weren't dying to the fire flower, and it was kind of weird. So, we're just going to end off with this boss fight on me failing on... I kind of sounded German for a moment. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I just kind of sounded like I was speaking German. I took a German class a couple years ago. I don't really remember much of it at all. I managed to learn a couple words from it, but that was about it. Why am I talking about German? We are playing Mario. If I should be talking about any language, it should be Russia. Russia. The language that is called Russia. Not Russian, the language of Russia. The language Russia, clearly. Oh, what am I even talking about? I don't know what I'm doing. So, this is actually kind of cool. So, there's two doors here. I can't go through this one, though. Cannot go through this one. Mario just kind of headbangs it. Oh! Here, let's put something a bit more appropriate in. Okay, so yeah, Mario just headbanged to some heavy metal. Some indescript heavy metal. Anyway, the red door goes to the boss path. Collect the dragon coins to use it. Even after beating the level, it will work as a shortcut to the boss, which is actually really cool. And guys, I'll come back in and show you. It actually works. Now, I don't quite get why this happens, but the screen shrinks and you've got the Lemmy background and stuff, and this is actually a pretty cool path to the boss. It's got some pretty decent platforming, not too difficult. It feels very intense, so it does its job, and I failed. I just failed. So let's get big again, get another fire flower. So you see, it's even nice there, giving you like more fire flowers than you could ever need. I suppose if you come in here small without a power up in your box, that's probably why that's there. I mean, points are kind of cool. Now I just have to be a bit more patient on this path. I love the clingy freaking mesh thing. It is awesome. And I failed again. We are just failing everywhere, aren't we? And this video is going to end up being like 20 minutes long. Just me failing at a castle. Man, I hope you guys are enjoying this. And I hope I'm being entertained, because I really don't know what to talk about. I mean, the game's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically, honestly, I'd say it's so good. You can basically say you're playing an expansion to the Super Mario World. I mean, the story isn't really a Mario type story. Even that was on top of that. That was glitchy. I was above him. But I was saying the story isn't really a Mario type story, but gameplay wise, it definitely feels like a Mario game. At this rate, I might speed this up till I get through here. If I fail again, just because I can't seem to... This is the first bit of really difficult platforming, so I'm kind of failing... There you go. Worked that time, at least. Darn it. Kind of failing at platforming, and... Yeah, this threw me for a loop. This is safe! I did not see that coming at all. There's a coin there, and you can jump up there just kind of by forcing yourself to jump. And there's this.
Each castle has an orb hidden in it. Collect them all and bring them to Bowser's castle. And...
that was kind of creepy. So we collect the orb, and it brings us out here, and oh hey look, all the dragon coins. So after all that failure, we get a free life out of it, which is pretty nice. Guess I won't be speeding up getting to this door since I seem to get in the zone just there. It only took 3 lives. So, how about we start off the boss fight in the next episode? So until then, keep on gaming, don't forget to be awesome, and yeah, keep on gaming!